Okay. Okay.
Alrighty then. This is the not quite one shot, probably two shot short Starstruck that we will bumble through at high level and figure out what things do. Hopefully people know what's on their own character sheet, because I sure don't. I went over your stuff, but like I don't remember anything. So have fun.
Yay!
All right. So it's a Tuesday. The week has recently started, and it's time for another bureaucratic meeting at the Council of Starmantle. Our adventurers have spent some time roaming Faerun, leveling up and gaining precious loot. They have settled into this lifestyle and started helping others with their sage advice, occasionally returning to the dangers of the world to finish a quest or collect bounty. But now they have a day job. The city relies on them to build this society and strengthen relationships. They still have that itch to adventure, something to give them a good challenge. The council members sit 12 members discussing the latest issue. You have all come to know these people. Head of the council is Grand Chancellor Grand Glohecken. He is down here. He has been on the council the longest and does his best to keep the old traditions alive and kicking, much unlike himself. Then there's head of trading, mercantile executive Xenomore Cyril. He oversees relations with neighboring cities and the Merchants Guild. He has been wanting to discuss this first issue for quite some time, but we'll get to that shortly. In charge of religious practices is High Priestess Alfra Yellen. There was a more recent dispute between herself and Notori, who would be about who would be the word of the gods. But this dispute was quickly swept under the rug with a small title change. Uh, Next up, the voice of the people, ladies' man and man's man, is public relations supervisor Gaxim Boldspell.
What was that name again?
Public
Yeah.
relations supervisor Gaxim Boldspell. He uses his supernatural charms to allow the public to feel comfortable that their fate is in the hands of 12 biased individuals. There have been few uprisings so far, which means he does his job pretty well. Follow the money, and you will find Treasury Director Vita Velton. She is in charge of directing funds around the city for projects and updates. She is also in charge of your paycheck, so probably treat her well. Keeping the minutes of these meetings, as well as the historical tomes and scrolls, is Knowledge Secretary Maxiel Gipora. Their eidetic memory makes sure everything is up to date and nothing is out of place. Just because Glohecken says something is the way it is, doesn't mean it's true, and Gripora puts him in his place. The nobles of Starmantle have chosen a few to represent themselves. Their funding helps the council function and keeps their interest in the minds of those who run the city. Hero of the people, and chosen by the rich of the rich, is Champion Stripes. Stripes, would you like to describe your character?
I'm just a regular old, just a regular old guy, from the Feywild. Never, don't mind the tail. Okay, I guess I'm the muscle around here. I have a rather distinctive look. Yeah. And I'm ready to get going. I mean, what are we waiting around for? Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah,
As the
where are we
young people
going?
say, let's go.
T-I-double-the-R.
I want to hear a plan.
Well, first, we'll have people describe themselves, and a god spoke to the council and told them they needed to accept Queen Notori as part of their exclusive club. Unfortunately, they already had
Notorious.
Yellen to speak on the behalf of the church. She was not accepting of another priestess in their circle, so they decided to have a different title for Notori, as she brings the best wine and throws the best parties. Give it up for
Yes,
MC
I do.
Notori!
Why, thank you. I'm so happy to be around you all. I'm sure we will get along famously. Notori is a beautiful specimen of chromatic gorgeousness with languid movements and wise yet sensual facial expression that can cut you to the quick if you look at her wrong. She looks like someone you wouldn't want to cross, if you get my drift.
With kept city secrets and hidden knowledge comes those who want to use that for themselves. The council needs inside information about their neighboring cities. That's where their top spy is. With the ability to change appearance and shift into animals as well as slip into tight spaces, comes the stealthy Agent Puddle.
Hello. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm sure you'll find, Fuck. I tried. That's my introduction. He's a puddle. He can be whoever he wants to be.
Puddle is a puddle.
Puddle the puddle.
Of unknown origin, promising the secret of peace, this robotic being is rumored to be sent by the gods. Only it can see the grand scheme of the universe and how things may play out. The council saw fit to appoint it as diplomat to the rest of Faerun. An apology for all the secrets they've uncovered. It is Ambassador Otto.
Hello. I'm just kidding. You see this rather small, figure with a really off-putting robe. She's got a bunch of eyes all over it. And when he looks at you, his eyes, they don't blink.
That's unnerving.
He's about 3'10", and just a little robot. He's bald. He has no hair.
There's an ambassador from where?
Yes,
Okay.
from the gnomes, but has far surpassed the age of his owner. So just now serves as an ambassador for here.
Magic is so last year. Science is where it's at now. Recent technological developments have exploded and shown that there is more to the world than just fairy dust. Starmantle is leading the scientific charge with Dr. Stella at its helm.
Stella is a hippo person. She's very large. She used to be in the military, so she's got kind of that background with like map making and stuff, but she also likes to tinker. She's a little eccentric, but very smart. She has a homunculus. It's a little mechanical bird. She also doesn't have hair. I don't remember. There was one other thing I was going to add, but I don't remember. So.
With every group, there's always that one. The one person always shows up. No one told them where or when, but they're there and ready to voice their thoughts. No one on the council knows exactly when this eccentric individual became an official member, but she has been involved long enough that Gripora has added her to the list. She's here, she's queer in the old sense of the word, and everyone is used to her by now. It's Nana Yaga.
I've been here the whole time. Yeah, you all know Nana Yaga. She's, she's been here on the council before, maybe some of you, who knows? You don't remember. Or maybe you do, I don't know.
It was Nana all along.
it was me.
Nana.
Yeah. Nana has, kind of made quite a name for herself. Just doing who knows what. Really, you don't know what she's been up to. And maybe she doesn't either. Sometimes she remembers, sometimes she forgets. But she definitely seems really busy because she's not like returning people's calls and emails and stuff. And she's always excusing herself, but she pays attention to everything on the council. And makes sure she's very involved in every decision. She's decked out in her glamorous robes, very vibrant from very, very rich looking. After so many years of, being a hermit. Yeah, you know her.
And that is our council. These 12 individuals. Let's get started with the first point of order. Cyril, the mercantile executive, brings up that there is an increase of pillaging of trade routes in the Sea of Stars, and he needs someone to come up with a solution because he can't have his merchants constantly being under threat. There's income that's being lost. Does anyone have any ideas?
Well, I propose that the merchants should hire security.
I mean, is it really that hard to just take care of, just kill them? I don't see what the problem is. Do we not have guards?
That is not very diplomatic.
I'm trying to save money, not spend it.
Okay.
Others, and all the people we can hire aren't enough to fend off these pirates in the sea.
Why don't
Perhaps.
Why don't you outsource that? Who are you buying these goods from? Shouldn't they be helping to foot the bill for the security of the items they're selling to us?
That is a possible solution, yes. Stripes, are you of any help with these security on these ships? I know that you have fought and protected those who need it. Do you know of any mercenaries that could help out in this predicament?
Well, I usually fight to protect people, not goods.
But the
Oh,
people who are
right, you know
transporting
better than
these
that.
goods are in danger as well.
Which is why those who've hired them should pay for their protection.
Loekin speaks up. This is getting nowhere. We're just going in circles. Hire your damn security and let's go move on. I'm not getting any alive. Nada, you know what I mean.
I do, yes. I agree with him, yes. Good
What's-
points.
What's next on the agenda? I've got my nap to look forward to.
Oh, please do go to sleep. We have business to do.
Don't mock nap time. It's very important.
Sure it is, Rudia. Why don't you lay down?
Well, what can you tell me about these pirates anyway? What intelligence have you gathered?
There's an oxymoron.
What do you mean, what can I tell you? They're pirates. They only want one thing, to kill and pillage.
No one just kills and pillages for the... Well, okay, there are some, but...
Yeah, that's exactly my
there's
point.
something that drives them to it.
I believe that would be
What's
money.
their complaint?
Do you mean like generational trauma?
Could be.
They weren't breastfed? What are we talking about here? I'm not a therapist.
Revenge motion?
Ah,
Perhaps I wanted to know whatever intelligence they have on the pirates. All right. How do they attack? How many are they? Where are these attacks taking place? Or is there any specific modus operandi that you've observed? You know, man, intelligence.
I would say that it's pretty hard to find intelligence when your ship is in splinters in the sea. We found remnants of attacks themselves, so we don't know how many, but there's enough to bypass our security that we have. I mean, we're not sending them in unmanned and ungunned. Of course, that'd be ridiculous.
Well, you need a honeypot then.
What?
What
I
should
don't
be
understand that. What is that?
A honeypot, darling. You take the ship, you make it look rather opulent with some gold paint and such. You pack it with all of your best fighters. You send it out, and when the pirates go to attack it, well, you take care of the pirates just like that.
Oh, but where are we going to find these best fighters? I mean, you're all here, but you're all busy, I suppose.
I'll make you a deal. You give me a real position on the council as, excuse me, the head cleric, not the cleric that does the parties, and you might get my help.
Well, I never. I've earned my position here, and I will keep it.
Yeah, we'll see about that, darling.
We shall see. Alright. Honeypot, whatever that is, good strategy. Let's have them fight it out, as long as it's not me. Boltspell, what do you have next for this, this dreary day? Is it Monday? No, I can't be, that was yesterday. Must be Wednesday. It's Tuesday. Now, next on the agenda is, we have some, representatives from the Gulmanthea Forest. Dryad, her name is Duskthorn. Please, guards, let her in. Let her discuss what she needs. The two guards back here will open the double doors, and in walks. She is holding a small wooden creature in her left arm, and holding the hand of another with her right. It's possible that these are infant treants. Hovering above her right shoulder is a seed.
Oh dear. Oh my.
And she walks up to address everyone, holding the young treants, the little trees. It looks like she's attempting to gain sympathy from the council. She says, "Everyone, I'm sorry to interrupt your very important meeting about the safety of the city and everything you can do to improve the well-being. But that is why I am here. I am here because your lumber industry has taken to the Gulmanthea Forest and passed by the grounds that we have laid to allow you to take the trees that you need for your city. And they have taken ours, taken the lives of these trees, and used them for your own purposes. We ask if you would step in and stop this excessive woodcutting."
Do we know what the wood is being used for?
Yeah, all kinds of things. building, paper, tomes. It's textiles, all sorts of things. You haven't
Tish-
heard anything about like. You have come to an agreement with the people of the forest about how much you can take, and you haven't heard anything about the going beyond what the agreement says. So this is the first time you've heard about this extension.
So she's saying that the number that we took was too much, or the area we went past a certain area.
The area is too wide now.
Okay. Did she give her name?
She did not, and I meant to. Oh, I think Boldspell said something. Maybe I don't remember. Her name is Duskthorn.
We were unaware of this encroachment, but thank you for bringing it up. We will set up some projects and volunteer work to restore the area. Perhaps you could assist us with growing some trees within the allowed area, so that this does not happen again.
Is there
You know
anything?
who is responsible for this greed?
I do not know who is responsible. That's why I came to you all, the council. Maybe you had some insight about what is happening. I will take your word as best I can, but my people might need more than just the word of one person.
Perhaps we can have Otto here look into why it happened in the first place as well.
All right.
Since he's like the spy one, right?
No, I am not.
Oh, sorry.
That would be
Huddle.
me.
I might be able to pass it through, but that is it.
Well, you had the eyeball robe, so I got confused.
Oh, no, that just allows me to see better.
Mm-hmm.
This is for the sight. I do think that have we tried asking what the pirates want?
We're not dealing with pirates right now, dear. We're dealing with trees.
That subject is
But-
older than I am.
Tree pirates.
Ah,
Are you saying it's?
No,
Are you saying it's
Yeah.
interesting?
perhaps.
so it was us. It was the people who's in charge of lumber who
I
overcut the
see.
forest. Is that right, or do we not know what cut the forest?
We don't know for sure because this is the first time we are hearing of this happening. So we need to find out
Might need to
who
like.
is responsible, but
Honestly,
also
we should have
help
like
remedy
this.
the situation.
we could start this like organization to go look into the area, perhaps some like inspection bureau to check out the lumber and see what's going on.
That is
Well, we have
intriguing.
two issues in front of the council to deal with. Are there any others?
Are we finished with this one? Is she satisfied with our decision?
I don't know, dear, are you satisfied that we'll investigate further and try and do a replenishing project?
Is there something you can give me as your word instead of just what these people say, sitting in a room
would be
discussing
possible.
issues?
Surely we can have our
Their secretary.
taker write out what we have promised to you.
Yes.
Give us some time to finish our meeting, and we will be able to render a more complete decision to you.
It is
And
definitely
something more
that
concrete.
we could write down, you know.
Gripora nods their head. All right. Thank you for listening to my words, reaching in your heart and showing some compassion. I hope to hear and see from everyone. Well, maybe you, she points to Dr. Stella, and maybe some others for inspections. Thank you again. She bows. The pixie lying around her shoulder bows in midair. She picks up the other small ant she was holding with her and brings them out. All right, that was enough of that. I would like to have the third scheduled address get started, and I'm getting kind of hungry. I've also have to go to the bathroom. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, so, this person, unfortunately, it was chosen by the people to speak. As you all know, once a month, people appoint one of their own to speak to us about something that concerns them. This month is Mordo Babblecheek, speaking about some upcoming event that will decimate, his words, the world as we know it. Right.
I've heard
Guards,
that one before.
guards, please let Mordo in the chambers. The guards open the doors once more. And with a quick and frantic gait, Mordo Babblecheek enters. Oops. Too much. And he comes in and he has clothes that are gray and ragged. His hair is wild. It looks like it flows and is trying to escape his head. He is holding 2 items in his hands, though he has them covered, so you can't get a good enough look. He has a white and burgundy monkey on his shoulder that is clutching at his neck, trying to hold its balance.
Mhm.
And the 2 of them step up to address the council. Mordo Babblecheek, this is your chance to speak. Please don't waste our precious time. First off, my name is not Mordo. Mordo is him. He points to the chimp on his shoulder. My name is actually Mr. Babblecheek, but you may call me Mr. Second, according
Hold
to
on.
my...
Okay.
Yes, we have a question already.
Mr.
Points
is your
to-
first name?
Mr. Yes.
Mr. Spelled. How do you spell that?
He opens his robe and pulls open his trousers and, like, reads a tag. Mister. Yes! I remember now. Mister. Any other questions before I get started? No? Okay.
No, you may carry on.
I have a scientific, elaborate, proven, researched item. There is great corruption on its way from outside of Faerun. There isn't much time. Something needs to be done. It will be on the city in less than a century.
What kind of...
Don't interrupt!
Okay, sorry. There was a
One
long
of the
pause.
best methods of avoiding this corruption is this! And he produces a small wooden model of a ship. One of the items in his hands that he was clutching. This, if we were to find a way to shrink down, we could board the ship and be free of the mutinous corruption.
I could probably squeeze
Don't
in there.
interrupt! In my research, I have developed a wand that will cure the corruption and prevent any mutations from going out of control. And in his other hand, he produces a wand.
Expelliarmus.
She's a
And how
hitman.
many
Take cover.
prototypes of this wand did you go through? What is
What?
the safety rating?
What is a prototype?
Is this the first wand you've made?
No,
Of this
I've made
kind.
many wands.
But have you made any others that do the same thing as this one?
I don't know. Maybe.
Have you safety tested it?
There's no time. We have less than a century to do this.
Okay, I've got a question there about that. By less than a century, do you think you can narrow that down a little? Like,
Oh yes,
next
less than 100
month?
years.
No,
Is
see,
that too narrow for you?
No, that's a little broad.
The board
Will
might
this be like towards the end of that 100 years or next week?
It's within that time, yes.
Well, all right. Let me try to go about this a different way.
I do have one question.
Go ahead.
What is the purpose of shrinking down to go on the ship?
The ship protects all.
How does it protect from corruption?
Well, you
You say.
see, I built this in such a way that will protect anyone inside. It has this sort of aura around itself that if you are small enough to fit on it, you will not be corrupted.
And what is this corruption you speak of?
It is coming. It is
What?
from outside of all we know.
But how do you know it is coming?
Oh, I've done many researches and come up with many conclusion about what is to come.
So, how long do people need to stay on this ship?
It's coming in 100 years or less.
But the ship.
Yes, we should shrink down to get on the
How-
ship and it will protect us.
How long do we have to stay on the ship?
Until we are protected from this corruption.
But how will we eat?
That I am in charge of protecting people from things from outside of our realm. I am not in charge of what people should eat and should not eat.
But if they die of starvation because they can't leave the ship, then you haven't protected them at all.
But if you're this small, you don't need to eat a lot.
No, but you also can't fit a lot on that ship.
Details. I have only come up with this solution for our incoming problem.
Could we not enchant something else, maybe larger, with this aura?
I haven't invented that yet.
Well, maybe come back to us when you do.
Oh, I'll be
You better
back in
get on
100
it.
years.
You better.
Mortal
get
and
crack-
Babblecheek, 100 years. Mortal and Babblecheek.com. 100 years.
So, this threat is coming from outside of what we know. That's what you say, right? From the outside of the known everything,
From the far beyond.
and you know it's coming, but you don't know when.
Very soon.
Very soon, but you also say it could be 100 years. So that's not really in my definition of very soon. I'm not sure what your definition of soon is.
It could be
Yeah,
tomorrow.
how
It
would-
could be 100 years. That's
How
sooner
would
than
you
I'd like.
know? I mean, if it could be tomorrow.
Yes, that is within 100 years.
Uh, is there some oracle, some prophecy, some that has told you that this is coming?
I've done countless research on this very subject, and
Did this
it showed me what will happen.
and what will happen?
Mutinous corruption unless we get on the ship by shrinking very small and using this wand to fend off the corruption.
So when the time comes, we can shrink you, put you on the ship. You can end the corruption, and we will all be safe, yes? That seems like a good plan to me.
Only I will be safe if I am very small and on the ship and using the wand.
So we need to fit everyone alive inside of this one model ship.
Yes! I don't understand the confusion. Get on!
Thank you for your time.
I just got one. This research that you've been conducting, it would not involve a source known as the YouTube, would it?
Me tube? Well, yes, me too. As well as
No, it's just,
everyone else.
Hold on, I have a follow-up question. Is that model ship magic, or is it the wand that makes the ship savable?
Yes.
No. What's more important, the ship or the wand? What does the wand do?
The wand will fight off the corruption while the ship... It's like, I don't know if you all know, but out in the world, there is dangerous things, and people carry weapons and shields. So think of the ship as a shield, and the wand as the weapon. So you defend yourself with the ship, and you wield the wand around and around and fight them off.
Okay, let me explain this. Let me ask this further. Do we need that ship, or could we just use any ship? Like, there's a pirate problem going on. If we just take one of their ships, could we use that ship?
But that ship isn't this ship. I built this ship based on my research.
Well, but that ship looks like it's made out of wood.
Yes.
Okay.
You hear snoring happen in Cloac, and he's got his head in his hand, and slips and slams on his desk. Okay, I've heard enough. Let's dismiss for food. What's for lunch today, Giprora? Oh yes, that sounds good. Guards, please escort whatever his name is. I don't remember.
Mr. Babble.
Mordo, yes,
Mr.
that's
Babble
it.
Cheek.
It's Babble Cheek.
Yes,
And,
Mr. Babble Cheek.
The two guards will start to walk up and like escort him out. And before they get to him, he's like waving the wand around, being all weird. Nothing's really happening. The chimp is gripping on his neck harder as he's waving around. And the Mordo is trying not to fall off Mister's shoulder. And Mister kind of smacks it against his hand a couple times and like looks in one end and like rattles it around trying to hear something that isn't there, and it smacks it again, and then he raises it into the sky, and a flash of light explodes in the chamber, and you are all briefly blinded, and you are hit with a shell shock ringing in your ears.
Oof.
The ringing slowly fades, and your vision returns. You see Babblecheek holding his wand to the sky, looking rather surprised. You are also surprised to see most of Mordo's body has vanished, and his head is attached to Babblecheek's shoulder. Behind the fusing of Mordo Babblecheek, you see the two guards standing in place. Their bodies have become one, but also their flesh has been scorched, their faces now in unrelenting anguish. You can tell that they are still alive by their movements, but they look like they are in grave pain.
Oh.
I use the calm emotions.
Take a Tylenol. Walk it off. Oh,
so,
what was that?
you hear a garbled groan, and you turn to look at the other council members. They too have had their bodies fused together, much like Jeff Goldblum and The Fly.
Oh dear.
Hold on, let me Google that.
Yellen and Cyril have been reduced to bone and muscle. Gloekin and Bold Spell attempt to free each other from each other's fused flesh. And Velto is just ahead on Gripura's dragon-like husk. This creature turns to you and attempts to speak, but only a guttural noise and green liquid spews out from its maw.
Oh.
You feel another sensation. You look to your fellow adventurers, and they are not immune to this corruption.
Uh-oh.
Huddle is a pussy extension of Otto's mechanical body.
Always wanted a parrot.
Queen
Oh no.
Queen Notori's scales shine against Stripe's furry.
Ah. I hate her.
Do not want to see this Baba Yaga crossover.
Ew.
And Nana Yaga's frail form protrudes from Stella's towering 7-foot body.
Look, this isn't great. I'm gonna need to let you know some things.
It looks like I'm giving her a piggyback ride.
Oh god.
Congratulations! 6 have become 3.
Oh god.
This is what you do now.
Oh.
2 heads are more
12 have
confusing than
become
1.
6.
Let's go over everything that changed about your new transformation.
Oh no.
Congratulations on your new mandatory friendship. You are now fused together to create a twice as smart character. Put your heads together for your new features. First up, faster or slower? On your turn, your speed is 20 feet. If you do not use any of your movement, your head partner may use the unused speed on their turn. Tough as a 2-headed nail. You can still use your character's hit points and armor class as normal. If an attack targets you, only your head will be in the line of fire. Your head partner does not get struck. An area of effect will target both heads, and any strength, dexterity, or constitution checks, saving throws, will go to the higher rolls of the 2 of yours. Intelligence, wisdom, and charisma checks and saving throws operate as normal. I get knocked down, but we're still up. How will you keep us down? If your head is damaged to 0 hit points and not killed outright, you do not need to make death saving throws, unless your head partner is also at 0. At 0 hit points, you are still considered unconscious and can be awakened once your head has recovered at least 1 hit point. It's in my blood! Any features granted by your chosen race, background, class, and feats will only affect your head and not your head partner. Exceptions may apply. They have their own family history to worry about. That's my purse, I don't know you! All of your equipment only benefits your head unless the item affects movement. Other exceptions may apply. Your head partner will have to hoard their own stuff. You are all individuals. Spells that indicate a specific number of creatures will only affect a head as one creature. If a spell like Bless is cast, each head takes one of the 1d4 benefits. Look, Ma! One hand! Now that you are fused together, you can control both legs, but only one arm. Fortunately, a shield that would have increased your AC is now fused onto your half, allowing your personal AC to increase without having to worry about holding that pesky item. Note this AC increase only applies to your head. Your head partner will have to deal with their own steel being squishy. That's not a knife! This is a knife. You are able to functionally wield a two-handed weapon in only one of your hands. Best friends forever! If a feature, attack, or spell requires an ally to be within 5 feet of you, your head partner, if conscious, will be by your side, allowing you to use the aforementioned ability. Congratulations! This is the game.
Oh my god.
God.
Yeah,
Oh,
what's
If
your
I
question?
cast a spell that does damage to stuff around me, like people around me, does it affect my partner?
No.
Even though they're counted as a separate entity?
In this case,
If I
it does
can-
not.
Because they're also me.
Yes, like
Yes.
if I cast polymorph on myself, does that
You
only
both-
affect me? Or
You
we
both would turn
we just
into it.
so like we would turn into a two-headed bear?
Yes.
I'm so glad you're not a druid.
Speaking
I
of
do
druid,
have
the
powers.
druid is a shapeshifter.
Hey, I was
So-
gonna say, like, do I not shapeshift anymore, or do we both?
Your half would shapeshift. Not shapeshift. Druid, you'd both become the animal beast. But if you use a feature like that would disguise self or something like that, it would only affect yourself,
Okay,
your half.
so like I could use my wild shape to turn into something, but I couldn't use like my amorphous trait to squeeze us through a space.
You can. I'm not taking that trait away from you. You can, both of you, squeeze through a 1-inch space.
Oh, right on.
A
Does
helpful
my
thing.
bubble of breathing fit both of us, or only
No, it
me?
does not.
So essentially, what
Okay,
you're
okay.
saying is we've turned into the senator from X-Men.
What?
Yes.
You've
You are
turned
now
my
a
body into-
jellyfish.
you've
Okay, so my canon idea for how I was carrying all my stuff was it was just floating in the puddle of ooze that I am.
It'll be floating in your half.
Okay.
slightly smaller.
Any other questions before we continue?
Can I change my armor model?
Yes.
So if I use wild shape and we both get turned into an animal, do we now share one turn? Does that beast go twice then, and we both get its like characteristics, or?
Yes, it would go twice, but your speed remains at 20.
Okay.
Unless you don't want to move, and then any unused movement can be used by your partner.
Gotcha. Okay, Taylor, so we're gonna have to like
know.
negotiate what animals we become.
Yes. I mean, technically not really, because it's your own body and you choose what to shapeshift in. But I saw a lot of you picked some items that were movement based, like various teleports or whatever. That would teleport both of you, both heads, to the other space.
Ooh, I do have one last one. It may not come up, but I have the Cauldron of Rebirth. If I use that on one of our combos, does that revive both of them?
What is Cauldron do?
I have to put 200 pounds of salt and a corpse in it, and then after 8 hours, they're alive again.
It's like some Lord Voldemort shit.
I mean, it would have
It may
to.
not come up, but I was just.
Yes, so both heads have to be at 0 for someone to be rolling death saves. And if you put the whole body, the two-headed body, into the cauldron and waited 8 hours, both people rise back up.
Okay. I think that's that's all the logistic concerns I could have with my character.
I'm sure more will come up, because this is a very confusing thing to throw at you right now. But
If I were to cast banishment on, let's say Stella, would I still get banished as well?
no.
Like, can I target Stella for spells?
Yes. Well, I mean, yes, you can target Stella with your spells. Banishment would allow half of your body to disappear into another plane of existence.
So you just have a floating head.
So you'd
I would
be
defeat them.
you'd be half a cat.
Can I roll a? I mean, okay, so Nana Young is a cat person. She's in the backstage. Just like cats that get caught in things and then they panic. She's gonna be panicking and trying to like separate, and she wants to try and figure out what's going on. What is this? What's happening?
You can roll anything you want. This is a very surprising moment. You've all become one in the eyes of God, so you might feel as if something was forced upon you. You can make like a wisdom saving throw if you feel like your self would be too afraid to deal with this attachment.
I will actually cast Calm Emotions on everyone in the room.
Oh, I never made this form before.
I hate this. How am I supposed to zoom around at night?
People can choose to fail this saving throw, but everyone in the room make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, charisma. Of course.
Oh, jeez.
Damn.
You can't calm Nana Yaga that quickly.
Don't you
plus
try and
12?
gaslight me like this is
A plus?
normal.
How the fuck do you have a plus 12?
I'm a person.
Okay, what am I?
Magic.
Oh, if it's proficiency,
Yep.
because one of my proficiencies is 10.
Yeah, but how is it 12?
I have a max score of 20.
Yeah, my wisdom.
And then I got a proficiency, which adds that, and then I have an item that also buffs
Oh,
it.
it's the item. Because my wisdom save is plus 10, so that's why I was wondering how you had 12.
I have.
Oh, we do wisdom saves too?
No, just
You can.
Charisma.
I casted
love to
this
do it.
on Nana Yaga and tried to
What?
whip her over there. I'm trying to get us apart.
I'm gonna cast remove curse. Because that's clearly what this is. This abomination.
I think Nana Yaga needs to make a con saving throw.
Okay. Oh god.
You can choose to fail. Maybe it will separate us.
Okay.
And it'll kill you both.
I will let it happen. Whatever's happening.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my bubble on.
So you get ready for space. You both teleport to the location that the vortex warp placed you.
Darn.
Okay. Now I use remove curse.
This, I mean, one could consider this a curse, but others might consider it a blessing.
Gross.
So,
Ew.
Remove
Brendan-
curse does not work.
Brendan,
Damn
you
it.
need to breathe.
No,
Sweet.
for an hour.
Oh, me neither. I never.
I can
don't-
hold breath for an hour. Sorry.
Oh, you guys are in great shape then.
I can hold breath for
I do
eternity.
need to breathe. So what are we doing these rolls for?
Die.
We're trying to solve this issue of being
so-
combined.
Oh, okay.
Otto saw everyone was starting to panic, cast calm emotions. Only Nana saved, so she is the only one who is freaking out. So everyone else just kind of finds their zen moment. They have
All right.
two have become one inside themselves. There are two wolves inside of you. Now it's one wolf with two heads.
Oh, God.
Or a wolf pack.
This is how we are now. Oh my. I can imagine. Where is that old man? I think we need to speak with him. By speak, I mean tear him apart.
So after you kind of regain your wits and they're calm, except for Nana, you see a swirling shape forming above Mordo.
Hey, let's get on that boat.
He steps forward and peers at the growing glow. It pulls the model ship out of his hands and into itself. So the portal pulls the ship out of his hands. Whoop. Disappears into itself. And then the portal rapidly expands, revealing it to go somewhere. You're not sure. Mordo turns to the remaining council and exclaims, "This is it! The corruption is seeping into our world! We must enter now before we are further mutated like them!" And Mordo, remember is the chimp, points to the gargling forms of the burned council members. The portal continues to expand, and Mordo Babblecheek meagerly runs into it, vanishing sight.
Sounds like he's the curse to me.
Yes, agreed. Let's go kill him. I'm gonna run to the portal.
Should we follow him into the portal?
Council, assemble! Wait, that's a bad choice of word. Council, let's go!
Oh no!
As Mortal Babblecheek disappears into the portal, a shadow starts to quickly expand out out of the portal, and it moves towards the mutated guards. It envelops them, and they scream in anguish. After a moment, they turn their weapons towards you all, start advancing. The shadow continues to reach out from the portal towards the husks of the other council members.
Was Nana able to get to the portal?
Yeah,
the
you can all run to the portal if you want.
Yeah, Nana went after the Mordo guy. Babblecheek.
We should
Stella's
follow her.
following behind.
She has to. He's the only one that can fix this. At least he
I
can take
think
his
so,
rod
too.
and fix it.
All right, I'm with you. Let's go.
Okay. So you all run into the portal, following the madman, Mr. Babblecheek.
Mr. Babblecheek?
Yes.
Well, no, he's Mordo, Mr. Babblecheek.
Yes, because
Mr.
of the
Mortal, Mr. Babblecheek.
Oh my goodness.
Dang, it already came in handy, Taylor. We're free floating in the middle of space.
Once you've entered, once you've gone through the portal, you see the model ship sailing as it has enlarged to normal size, with a rope trailing behind it. Climbing the rope to board the ship is Mordo Babblecheek.
After him. Come back here, you.
You are all free floating in space. How would you intend to get to the ship?
Dana Yaga's gonna use her broom to fly.
You got anything, Notori?
I'm looking. Yes, I'll cast Dimension Door. Right up there on the ship, so we can just get there.
You got
my
anything, Taylor?
homunculus.
Do I have a what, sorry?
Do you have anything that is less expensive to get to the ship besides one of my two wild shapes?
Can we... Is the breaststroke? We...
I presume that we cannot just like make ourselves move free floating in space, right, Alex?
That is correct.
Are we
And
actually in space? Or are we in like a astral plane or something?
but you are in another plane of existence, but it acts like space. You are free floating, and though you do not need to breathe, Otto doesn't need this issue. But very shortly, Puddle will have to deal with the fluids of himself starting to boil.
Boy.
Yeah. Ooh.
So you should find something fast. You got 2 rounds.
What if I like use my alchemy jug to eject 8 gallons of water to give us a small push to start floating towards it?
That would work. Cat,
Otherwise, I can just use a wild shape.
throw
How
those,
far are we?
throw those to a rope. Catwoman in your broom.
So
Be
yeah, you
useful.
can do the water thing where you eject it out and propel yourself with the water as such.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't have anything.
Then yeah, I'll use my alchemy jug to do that.
Well, I guess I mean I could. No, yeah, I don't have anything.
As long as that will be sufficiently fast. I don't know how far we are, so if not, I can shape.
So
Okay.
I'll have both of you roll acrobatics or sleight of hand to try and grab onto the rope, and we'll go with the higher roll.
Sorry, it was what?
Acrobatics or sleight of hand, a dex based.
Oh God. Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll use my shape self to also have a extra little pseudopod reaching out at it.
I'll give him guidance.
Wait, hold on. I think I can give you guidance.
That's it. That's working together.
We're already
Which-
touching, so
Which ability was it? I can't remember.
guidance.
No, there's something that let me cast guidance for free, but I
Oh.
can't find it right now. Oh, yeah, star map. Okay. Yeah, so I can just cast it. Cool.
Okay. I'll need those acrobatics or sleight of hand rolls from both of you. You both get a D4. Okay. So, you both look at each other and nod. You can't say anything because it's space and sound isn't heard.
What if I have a voice box instead of
Doesn't matter.
But there's no
it's
air.
No,
sound.
there's no air.
Or the-
Okay.
Sorry, not sound, but like radio waves don't. Whatever. Anyway, so yeah, you both look at each other and nod, give each other guidance, and Puddle ejects the liquid, propelling you in the opposite direction towards the rope. And
Sorry, I got nervous.
Nice. So you are propelled that way, and you get ready, and you reach out, and you both manage to grab the rope. It seems like this was a great pair for the two of you to by chance be put together. And you can start climbing the rope and get on the ship.
Yay.
Stripes Notori will teleport onto the ship, no problem. Getting there, and as soon as you are there, you find that there is air around the ship. Don't know how, it was just a frickin' model ship, but there is breathable air on the ship. Mordo climbs above, or Mordo Babblecheek pulls himself up and gets to the ship and says, "I did it! Yes! I was right! You were right, but you managed to kill half the people in that council room. Your negligence. I was right! It happened within 100 years, and this ship is protecting us. I was right. Whatever. Glad you made it aboard safely. I see the rest of your party's on its way." And you see Nana Stella flying on this broom. A very large gif
Yeah.
with Tabaxi Half is riding this tiny broom. And once you get within 30 feet, you manage to feel like there's something there. There's air, atmosphere. It's so weird, but it's here. And you might question it, but you don't argue with it because it's making you live. The two of you, or the one of you, gets to board the ship. So, Nana Stella, what, if anything, you have to say about this moment?
Fix this now. You did this. You caused this, so fix this. Give me the wand. You're clearly
Only-
not a...
Pulls it away. Only I may use the wand. I'm the only one who can use it. Haha, it's my invention. Unfortunately, he's right. He's the only one who can attune to it. I'm very sorry. We will resolve this. None of us wants to be like this much longer, as you might couldn't tell from my whatever. Well, I see your the last pair is on its way, and you look and you see Otto Puddle pulling themselves up the rope, and Puddle. Once you get to about 30 feet from the deck of the ship, you feel your liquids begin to calm down. There's no longer that boiling point to worry about, and you make it to the deck of the ship.
Phew.
All right. Well, that was quite the predicament. As you can see, there was something else that came through. Uh, I fear that is, unfortunately, I have to admit it, what Mister has predicted. I was right. Yes. Whatever. Now I believe that through this wand and through your own magical prowesses and amazing abilities have prevented you from becoming like the other council members. Thankfully, because by God, we need you. This is not something that can continue. With your help, we can fix this. I have taken some of Mister's intelligence to be able to speak as I am. I have been beside him for a very long time, longer than I am willing to admit. He gives some very nice treats. It's better than eating garbage. So I have seen his work, and I am able to talk about what I've seen. Right now, though this ship can sustain us, it is not built for prolonged exposure to the astral plane. Unfortunately, it will break up, and we will all be floating in space unless we find some other way to travel.
I believe somebody has a second boat.
Who is that?
I have a boat of sorts.
Right, care to elaborate?
A portable boat?
Alright. Is it able to float, fly? Can it sustain the vacuum of space? Astral plane?
I mean, it won't give us oxygen, but it floats. It floats out from a box. I don't know. I've never been to space.
Neither have we. Has anyone had experience with that?
Can I roll if I have?
Yeah, you can roll history.
Sorry, I just testing something.
Testing the crits.
I've been in space before.
Nana Yaga, you know for sure you have never been in space.
Oh, damn it.
+0.
But a natural 20.
Yeah. I mean, gotta get those out of the way somehow.
I guess.
Otto, it's up to you. I think you'd be the only person that would have any kind of experience in the astral plane or space. Otto, do you know been in space?
No, not space. Other planes, yes, but not the space plane.
So you know that traveling beyond your own plane is very dangerous. Um, there are untold horrors, all sorts of creatures, environments that could damage everyone here. Not being in the astral plane, you're unsure about things that might occur here. But I will say that you have like some knowledge with how things work, generally. Which is why you're so well equipped to handle space. If only there wasn't another creature attached to your body.
Okay.
Apple cheek. How do we attack the corruption?
Well, we need to find it. I mean, it's not here. Do you see it? It's not around us. I mean,
How do you find the corruption?
we need to find it. Yes, we will look. I mean, how else do you find anything?
Where would you look?
We would start by finding information. Somewhere around here. Well, is there like over there? Points in a random direction. Nothing distinguishing about that spot in the sky. Over there. That looks like it full of knowledge and whatnot. We could start that way. I believe our first order is finding a better vessel. Anyone have any sailing experience? Like, on a boat at sea?
No, I was never a sailor.
I have no experience sailing a boat.
Well, that's
I can't
fine.
remember which vehicles. I think
Yes.
mine is land.
Sea vehicles? Experience in sea vehicles is what
I'm pretty sure mine's land.
you can roll your mechanical check to see how well you understand how this thing works.
Okay, hang on.
Wow. I will say don't have anything for this kind of situation. Or like anything that I could like even if I took a long rest and changed my spells. I don't know. I mean, I can create water and Puddle can live in water. Could it be like a protective orb around it? Can you breathe in water?
No, I literally just hold my breath.
that's
But
right,
we
you
could
hold
become an animal that does.
It's land vehicles.
The water itself would boil as well, because it's in space. So you're looking around this thing that Mr. Babblecheek created in his supposedly lab, and you can tell that it's like very much like a ship. You would sail on the ocean. There's the sides, bow, astern, starboard, port. There's a deck below in the hull. It is very scarce. Doesn't seem like he put anything in there in his model. And when you go and check the helm, where there would be a ship wheel, is a very intricate looking um, helmet that is attached with cords to the wooden deck of the ship. Oh, I see you're interested. Do you want to find out how it works? Yes.
I don't know. Do I?
It's a bit too late for that. We have to go, right? Yes, I'm afraid we have to really get going. This.
Oh. Clue us in then.
Okay.
This might explain his particular type of intellectualism.
Mr. Battlecheek uses his own arm to pick up the helmet and place it on his head specifically, and he just everyone sees, if you're all at the helm, he kind of like shivers a bit as if something is happening to his body. Mordo kind of winces as something, they feel something as well. And you all feel the boat shift. So it's not enough to throw you off your balance, but you start to move very quickly. You pick up speed enough, and within seconds you are flying space at a tremendous speed.
Can I just like walk around the boat and inspect it and see if
Yeah.
there's any parts that are like stressing or coming apart or anything? And can I use mending on them?
Yes, I'll have you make a investigation.
Can I do that too, since I have to go?
You don't have to.
I
Shit.
give him guidance.
I give you guidance.
Oh.
Aww.
Can I just like leave it checked and assume, unless it's in the heat of the moment, we're guiding each other, just so it's a little easier?
Yeah, and just in case that Otto doesn't want to break concentration on a spell.
Oh, does it require constant? It does.
Yeah, it does. Until it's used, yeah.
Okay.
So, Otto Puddle is walking around, looking at all the parts of the ship. You go down into the hull, and you see that there are parts that are straining. Pieces of wood as it's flying through the astral plane kind of start to shift and look like they begin to strip, and you can cast mending on it. The rest of you, as the Auto Puddle is walking around, you see that now that the ship is moving at incredible speeds, you see the sort of aura around the ship, 30-foot aura that you felt before. You see it kind of wane. It's like a light blue, and it kind of fluctuates into towards the ship as if it's struggling to maintain its air bubble, sort of an atmosphere. When Auto Puddle casts Mending, you see that the aura strengthens slightly to keep your ship from breaking up.
And if you need two people to do that, I can also cast that spell.
So as you're traveling, you do feel like Auto Puddle is making an impact on keeping the ship together, but some things break off before you are able to get to it and mend it. And when you try and mend the wood stretches to replace what's missing, so it's still there, but it gets like slightly thinner, and it keeps itself together as best it can. Notori, you can go around and start casting mend as well,
Should do
to try
that.
and help.
Yes, it's a cantrip, so yes, I'll do that as well. I'll be looking carefully at anything that looks like a mechanism that might be helping us stay alive.
Let me
Nana,
know if you need me to hit anything.
Nana Stella,
Don't
you are standing at the helm watching Mordo Babblecheek, or are you doing something else?
He's like non-responsive, right? Since you
So,
put the hat on.
you look at him and how do you try and get a response out of him? You're trying to look for a response.
I wave my hand in front of his face and ask if he can hear me.
So you do so, and his eyes and head follows your hand as it moves, and he does respond with a yes. You can tell that this state that he's in, he's still conscious and aware, but he's just less so. Mordo on his shoulder is wincing every so often, and when he gets a twitch or a pang, you feel the ship beneath you shift slightly in a direction, as if it's turning. So you can kind of tell that Mordo is having to give some self to the ship's instructions. You do see that Mr. Bebblecheek has like a little bit of drool going down his cheek. It seems like he's in a euphoric state, but he's still aware.
I want to ask what is sustaining like the oxygen. Like, how do we repair it?
Well, it's not sustainable actually. It, as pieces of the ship break apart, the ship magic itself will tear off to the air bubble around it will increasingly grow shorter. There's nothing we can really do about that until we find a large body to get more of that air, preferably a planet or asteroid or something like that.
Do you know where we're going?
We are looking for another ship.
Do you have a chart?
Yeah, like is there like a map or something?
I only built the ship and the wand. I don't know where we're going. There's no knowing where we're going.
I pull out my spyglass and I look around in all of the directions to see if I can see anything.
With your increased distance, it's actually harder to see things because you're going so fast. Things whiz by you super fast.
I will focus forward then.
Okay.
Where it's less of an issue.
Mr. Babblecheek will say, "There. We will find something soon. Once I am in tune with the ship, I know when we are getting close. These kinds of things. We will find a ship very shortly. Unfortunately, they will see us coming. And if they're hostile, they won't stop to not let us get off before they destroy us. So be prepared for that.
How big is the ship,
The
like
ship,
dimension-wise?
it's like 50 feet from tip to tail. It's not that big.
Sweet.
Um, Stella, you are looking through your spyglass and you see something very quickly approach. And Mr. says, "We're here." And with a sudden force, you stop. You regain your balance. You don't like fall forward, but you do feel that sudden shift and stop. And in on the starboard side, um, you see a massive creature, roughly like 150 feet in length. Um, Back in Faerun, it would be described as a giant ship, or sorry, giant squid. Um, and the model ship will approach as quickly as it can. I want everyone to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh, sorry, I didn't turn it off. Wait, what? It's not. Oh, there it is.
Nana Stella, 19. We've got Stripes and Tori with a 15. Um, Otto, can I get a dexterity saving throw?
I think I probably want to use my inspiration
Well, you got a.
if I need
That's
to.
good, Eric.
Okay. Well, you can if you want. Your current roll is a 15. I'll let you decide.
Mm. Okay, maybe 15 is enough.
Is Otto there? Is he not present?
Let me check. Hang on. He is in the bathroom. He says, "Can you roll it for him?"
All right. So that's a 21. So you see this massive squid-like creature on the starboard side, and your model ship turns and tries to approach it, and Mr. Babblecheek says, "This is it. This is our ticket out of here. We should get to it before
That's
we die.
weird. It doesn't look like a ship to me.
As you're speaking, a massive bolt of electricity shoots from the squid and strikes your model ship. It destroys roughly half of the ship, and
Oh, goodness.
I want Stripes Notori, you take 41 lightning damage as you are struck full of force. So each of you will subtract that from your health because it's an AoE.
We each take 41? Okay.
Yes. And Nanastella and Auto Puddle will take 20 damage as you just barely get out of the way of the full force.
Twisted damage, real. Cast,
So is there anything that can get you to the squid faster?
I could just cast from here. But, I want to cast Cure Wounds on us. See how it works.
How far are we from it?
You are... I'll say you're about 60 feet.
I'm out of water.
I think my rope is 60 feet. Yeah.
I'm casting Cure Wounds on myself. Well, I guess it casts on both of us, right?
So with
It would-
this rope, can I? Sorry.
It would only cast on yourself because it's a single person spell.
So, okay, so I'll cast it on, what's his name? The guy I'm attached to.
Whatever his name is, Stripes.
Yeah, okay, so
Why?
fine, you get 11 healing, darling.
What was the dex save for? Sorry.
It was for a bolt of lightning that shot from a massive squid that is floating in space.
Oh, okay.
Destroys
Lightning.
roughly half of the model ship you're on, and you need to figure out how to get off this ship and get onto the squid.
Get onto the squid. We have to
Wait.
jump onto the squid, but I'll trust you to do
No.
that, Mr. Nimbletoes.
What
I
is it,
get
Stella?
out my rope, and I make it knot, and then tell
Knot the
everybody
rope?
to grab onto it.
Cast Hold Squid.
Ooh, that's a handy spell. Very specific.
If
So
there's
you, Stella, you tell everyone to grab onto this rope?
Yes. I knotted it
Yeah.
first so that they can like put their hands by the knot, so they won't slide off of it.
Okay.
And then I
what
will
is-
I will have it animate and go towards the squid and just
okay.
like tow us.
Do the other hairs grab onto this rope?
I'll do my best.
yes.
What about you, Stripes?
Sure. I'm with you.
I guess you are.
I'm this stupid.
So you are all pulled towards the squid.
Wait, does what's his face grab the rope?
Yes.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Mordo would not do it. So Mordo would grab the rope, whether or not Mr. does as well.
Okay.
So you are all pulled towards the squid. You find that this giant squid in space is actually just something that looks like something back on Faerun, but it is actually a massive ship that is being piloted. This page.
Oh my goodness.
See anything?
Yes.
Yes, I
see it.
do. What is this guy?
When we get to it, I will unknot the rope and put it away. Once everybody's like secured on the knot ground, whatever you want to call it.
We will start
What are we
by
looking at?
rolling initiative.
Oh my.
Ooh,
How do you
my.
want us to do this? Are we selecting our tokens still,
You
or
roll a
Yes.
D20.
It's the same thing.
We get a 20.
No, so you get
20 is the highest. I have advantage on initiative.
I
just
understand
didn't
that,
roll
but
ever.
each of you gets your own initiative.
Oh, okay.
Being dumb.
Oh, probably because there's yeah.
So we got
You should say auto puddle auto.
because it's a
To
No.
differentiate.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
because otherwise?
I think it's
like,
pretty clear though that I'm the forward. So
You rolled twice?
yeah, mine was the 18. So my first one was the 4, but I didn't click on the token. So then I did it again, clicking on my token, and then I changed it to 4. The fuck?
Oh, it's the same. I see.
Intense stuff going on. Just rolling for you.
Okay.
Burp.
Okay. So remember what your initiative is because we're going through several iterations. But first, we will start with the multi-limbed creatures. They look like they have carapaces, and they are holding large weapons that looks like might hurt. So this one sees you all, get your rope out, fly to the ship, hold on there, and it will move to here and hit either Stripes.
Well, which?
We'll find out in a sec.
Well, see if it's her, my shield will, as my reaction will. Anyway.
Yeah. So it goes after you, Notori.
Okay. So
Oh.
You are using your reaction to give disadvantage on the first attack.
yes.
Okay. So it swings. You have your shield pop up. Your floaty shield that hovers around your body, and it manages to block the first attack. Then it comes in with another slash. Notori, what is your AC?
18.
Okay. And it manages to hit your half of the body, take 13 slashing. And it has its large mandibles kind of chittering at you, and it goes to try and bite you. You take an additional 4 piercing, and I want you to make a con saving.
Oh. Good.
Okay. So you are poisoned for 1 minute, and since your roll was as low as it is, you were also paralyzed. At the end of your turn, you can reroll a con save and attempt to remove this effect.
It's just acid damage I have resistance to, so, okay.
So you took 13 slashing and 4 piercing.
Okay.
This creature comes out and tries to slash at Stripes this time. What is your AC?
21.
The first attack gets in, you take 7 slashing, but your shield manages to come around and block the other. This creature comes in, gets ready for anything that's coming. Next is Mr. Babblecheek. They will like jump over here, and Mr. will start waving the wand around as if it was. But it is the 20 for Nana Stella. So Stella, I believe?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have a lot going on here.
Me too.
I'm gonna go up and attack this one straight below me. Um, 28.
That hits.
Oh, I didn't pick a type for the.
Alright, so
I guess
what type?
I guess fire. Since it's dragon weapon.
All right. Anything else?
No. Wait. I can attack twice, I think. Yes, I can attack twice. So 20.
Hits as well.
11.
10.
What? 8 plus 3 is 11.
9.
Okay.
All right. Anything else? Bonus action?
Oh no, that one's a reaction. What does this do? I'm gonna use my bonus. Wait, no, I can't because that's a. Yeah, it is. Never mind. I'm gonna cast Sanctuary on Nana Yaga. So that stuff maybe won't attack her.
I'm not supposed to be close range. Oh no!
Oh shit!
This is awesome.
I'm in danger.
Oops, I clicked it again. Sorry. How do... Can I ask really quick how reactions work? Because I never have them.
You get one reaction. Everyone gets a reaction.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like when you
depends
take an
on-
attack of opportunity, if like an enemy's moving away, or you want to try and you have like a rogue thing that you can do it just to run away.
Yeah, everyone has reactions. It just depends on if you have actions that can be used as reactions.
Yes, okay.
From your turn, at the start of your turn till the start of your next turn, you get one reaction. This reaction can be used on your turn or on somebody else's turn. And this reaction would be described in whatever you're trying to use. Most commonly, opportunity attacks.
Okay.
Okay. Next up. I want Stripes Notori and Nana Stella to all make dexterity saving throws.
Since I'm paralyzed, do I still need to make the dexterity saving throw? Can I just automatically fail it? Yeah.
You go with whatever Stripes is.
Alright.
And our movement speed just is 20.
Yes, unless some unused movement is on your partner's turn.
We have
What if we have a
25.
feat that boosts our speed?
Oh, you do? Okay,
I
so you
have
get
feline agility.
My
Yeah,
armor
so-
at 5 feet too.
okay. So once on your turn, Nana Yaga, you can move 40 feet, and then
Okay.
Sella, you can move 25 feet because you have that.
Okay. I'm just gonna change my speed to 25.
But your feline agility can only be reset if both of you don't move for both of you. Sorry,
Ah, okay.
for one round. All right.
Okay.
So that dexterity saving throw.
We need 3 more.
No. No, because you got Nana, Stella, and Stripes. And Stripes will cover.
Oh, it's just it's just us two, huh?
Yes.
I was thinking everybody.
So, as you're fighting these multi-limbed, like insectoid kind of creatures, the ship will turn the cannon that fired at your ship towards you, and another bolt of lightning will hit all four of the heads. So you each take 25 damage. But Stripes, Notori, and Nana Stella.
Okay.
We
I'll
take how
take
much damage?
25.
25. So you.
There's no save. Okay.
No, you did make a save. It was that dexterity save. You got an 18.
Okay.
And Nana Stella got a 21. If you wouldn't have moved as fast as you would have been hit harder. But you're
Wait, what kind of damage is it?
lightning.
Can I use my reaction to it?
What is your action?
Absorb elements.
That is a reaction spell.
Captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect on you, and storing it for your next melee attack. You have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of your next turn. Also, the first time you hit with a melee attack on your next turn, the target takes an extra 1d6 of the triggering type, and the spell ends.
So yes. Is that for the storing energy?
The 4, I think, is how much less I take.
And then you have resistance until your next turn. Does that count as the stuff you just got triggered by? You're hit by?
So
Yeah.
you can use your reaction to reduce the damage you take by half. Yeah,
So you only take
immediate.
12. And then you have 4 extra damage from your next melee.
Okay.
That is
Yeah,
that
the duration
turn.
is. It says the duration is 1 round, so I guess it goes away when her turn comes back. So
Yes.
until the yeah,
Yeah, when I make the attack.
is when you're no longer resistant.
Because it uses up that sword. Sorry.
Okay, so you had cast Sanctuary on me, right?
Yes.
Does whoever's piloting the ship have to make that wisdom save?
No, because it's an AoE attack. It's not a target.
I see. Okay. It just says a creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell, but that's not considered a spell.
But
Well,
it says
this-
it doesn't protect from area effect.
Ah, okay.
If you make an
Unfortunate.
attack or cast a spell that affects an enemy creature, the spell will. So Nana, it is your turn.
Okay. Whee!
Puddle and I are having fun,
Drifting in space.
just chilling.
Let me see here. I had a thing.
What?
Where are you? You're. Oh no, that's it. Find familiar. Find familiar.
Oh
okay.
yeah, where's my homunculus?
Like, do we just have our familiars out?
Did you? I mean, Stella was the only one that mentioned that She had her homunculus out. The others didn't say anything, so
I have mine on my shoulder.
it's a penguin.
It would be like back here a little bit.
Realize how long the casting time of the spell is. An hour.
It takes an hour to cast?
That's what it says. Find Familiar takes an hour to cast.
Goodness.
Yes.
Where did I
okay.
put that thing?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it followed. Damn it. I guess I will do a bonus action of Hound of Ill Omen. As a bonus action, you can spend 3 sorcery points. Doing that. 1, 2. Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay. Hound of Ill Omen. Howling creature of darkness to harass my foes. Summon a Hound of Ill Omen to target one creature you can see within 120 feet. I'm gonna put it right here. Behind this fellow. Ooh, direwolf statistics. A hound is size medium, not large. Ooh, boo, 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 boo. Temporary hit points equal to half my sorcerer level, so it's got 5?
It's
All right.
you already have a character sheet for it.
Oh, do I? Okay, cool.
Oh, look at that.
Ooh, at the start of its turn, which implies that it has a turn after mine? Is that correct?
I think so.
Okay. Then that was my bonus action, and then my action is I'm going to do my at-will ability and put mage armor on myself. This one. AC is 13 plus my dex plus
Says-
whatever my staff thing does, right?
Yes. So it would your AC goes up like
Okay. My
and
AC
you
is
have to
now-
roll initiative for your hound.
Okay. Let me grab my character sheet. Boop. If you could add my token, I just forgot to select it, but it got a 4.15.
Just squeaks above Otter.
Let's see here. And this is mage armor. Okay. That's end of my turn. And then Hound is gonna harass.
Well, no, it got a
He's gonna-
4.
Oh, excuse me. Never mind.
Did you want to move it all?
I guess not. I mean, I would, but I don't think my partner would like that, so.
Okay. So you have a potential of 20 more movement on your turn still. Queen Notori, I want you to make a con saving throw. Okay. You are no longer poisoned or paralyzed. It is Puddle's turn.
Right on. So, the sledge, an extra 5 feet of movement? What is that?
What?
It looks like there's a ledge there. Is there not?
I don't know. Someone move your token off the ship. Yeah, you can be there if you want.
Okay.
Where did we land?
Right on this, like,
Okay.
Kinda looks like a
we were in
tongue.
Puddle.
Oh,
Okay. Are you more ranged or more melee, Otto?
I do not have a weapon. I have fists
Okay, so like you have to go up
for casting.
Are you ranged or melee? Just simple question.
I'm only spells, unless I want to heal, and then I'm ranged. Then I'm melee.
So we should stay back, is what I'm hearing. Okay.
Also, if I haven't used my movement because it's not my turn yet, can he use my 20 without me even getting a choice?
No.
No, it rolls over.
That'd be pretty funny.
You have to put the puppy there.
We are pretty small, and we're amorphous, so
They're like a.
pretty sure we could just slip in. Like if we wanted to, we could be like right here.
I don't want to go in. Okay, another ruling question. Instead of my wild shape, I can use my starry form, which makes my body glow with constellations and give me bonuses instead. Does that also affect Taylor if the wild shape does, or would that just be me?
How bright would that be?
It would be luminous, bright light for 10 feet, dim light for another 10 feet.
Okay. So in the compendium, look up Robe of Eyes, because that's what I'm currently wearing.
Oh.
So I would be permanently blinded until you turn that off.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because you're not
Then-
casting one of those spells on me.
All right. Then I would be fine.
And it depends on which
It
bonuses.
also like emits out of us, not like towards us, so it might.
I guess you're under the robe with me then. All right.
Okay.
That's
So,
fine.
would my starry form benefits impact Taylor too, Alex?
Depends on what the benefits are.
Okay. One gives me a ranged spell attack, one makes my healing get bonuses, one gives me essentially unable to be broken concentration as well as a flying speed.
Only the flying speed would affect it,
Okay.
because it's a movement.
Boys, I wanted to fly.
How much do you love your dog?
Not enough to keep it out of the middle of combat.
Yes, that's true. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cast Entangle around the three guys. So the end of the 20-foot square would start right where our other two ogres are.
Okay. Strength.
Also, the one in the back right, I'm going to use my Cosmic Omen reaction to impose a 1d6 penalty to their saving throw as a reaction.
So this one?
Yes.
So this one. The other two.
Okay.
Hound of Ill Omen needs to make a strength saving.
Okay. I'm realizing one of my items, I don't think it's giving me a buff to my saves, but that's okay. Deal with that later. Hound of Ill Omen got a 5.
Does that beat a 21?
No.
Okay, it is restrained.
Okay. I do not have anything I can use as a bonus action, so that is my turn. Maybe I'll move here. Okay.
Next up is Stripes.
Okay, as a... I'm going to use my bonus action right up front for shifting. And then I am going to use all 3 attacks on the one that's in front of the Nana creature.
If you attack this one, you get advantage.
What?
If you attack this one, which is restrained, you have advantage on all your attacks.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, you can still attack this one. Just let you know.
got it. But
I used a spell slot for that man. Do it.
hold on, I'm going to attack the one that's in front of Nana.
Okay. Go ahead.
Ooh, that's a crit. Oh, by the way, I do crit at 18, 19, 20, yeah.
Oh, alright. Sweet. So, yeah.
And that's just on the first attack.
Roll another d6 for that.
Alright, so how did he react to that?
Doesn't like it. Doesn't like being struck by your scimitar.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hit him again.
That's all right.
Another crit.
Until he likes it.
It's another hit. Wait. No, you rolled a 17 the first time. +5.
I don't know what you're talking about. 17.
You rolled a 17, you got +5 strength, +5 proficiency, and +2 magic. So you rolled a 17 on the first one and a 9 on the second.
Where?
If you hover over the number, it will tell you what your rolls.
Oh yeah, he's saying your base roll was
The
a 17.
So you rolled
you're-
a 17. The die was a 17. You get plus your strength, plus your proficiency, which is also 5, plus 2 from your magic weapon. So 17 plus 5 plus 5 plus 2 is 29. So it is not a crit, but it's really good.
Okay.
Very nice.
And the next one does hit for 9 slash.
Yeah, so you said you crit on a 18, 19, 20?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to roll at least a 30 to combine them.
Oh, wow.
You can
That would
set
be
the
a
crit range on the character sheet for like the global range.
We'll just
Uh-huh.
keep it in mind. 30 or higher. You get one more attack? Yes? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, it's there on his it's there on his thing. It says rolling 1d20 crit strike is greater than 18.
So then it should turn green.
Yeah.
What's the
It'll turn-
damage for that last one? This one's looking like pretty beat up, but it can still fight.
Okay. Well, I've got. I'm going to go ahead and.
All right, you get 3 more.
Yeah, I'm gonna
attacks.
go ahead and use my action surge now. And Now I don't have to make all 3 attacks on the same creature, right?
Correct.
Okay. So I'm going to hit again the one I've already been beating up on.
15 does not.
Let me check something that I can. Whoops, that isn't what I meant to do. Okay, so that was one. Right, I've just got. Okay, same thing. Shit.
14 does not.
Okay, same thing.
22 does. Okay, you've slashed this up rather thoroughly. Would you like to move or make a bonus action?
He already did. And cast this surge.
I don't think it's gonna do me any good to move anymore.
Oh wait. You still have a
Or
bonus action.
yes, I will. I will move 10. I don't think I can use my Begatrix as a bonus action. I think it has to be a full action.
So as you move away, this one attempts to strike at you.
Nope, nope, because I shifted, so I've got my swift stride thing. I can move 10 feet without without opportunities to attack.
Okay. Alright, yeah. No problem.
That's my racial thing.
Okay. Hound of Ill Omen. It is restrained.
Yeah. What does it need to do?
It can use its turn to make another strength saving throw to try and break out of it. It has disadvantage on attacks against it. What
I
was
rolled a
the
14.
DC?
It was
21?
a 21.
It's still restrained.
It is a shadow creature. Does that count for anything?
Does the description describe it as being unable to be restrained or anything like that?
It can move through other creatures and objects as if they were difficult terrain.
So if it
The
could
hound
move,
takes 5 force damage if it ends its turn inside an object.
if it could move, it would. Well,
Exactly. Like, I don't.
other creatures and objects. Okay, so this is a spell, so I would say you wouldn't be able to move vines. If it was
Okay.
a mundane object, yes.
I mean, it is growing weeds and vines. That is mundane outside of the spell.
So for enemies, would you say that's the same thing, or?
I mean, they were incorporeal, maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not saying definitively one thing or the other. I'm just making the observation.
Yeah, I have a I have a passive perception of 20. What am I saying? What am I observing?
Where are you looking? What are you looking for? Like, what is?
No, I don't know. I'm being ridiculous.
You are on a massive squid creature that appears to be being piloted. There are 3 bug-like creatures that are looking to defend this vessel as you have boarded it. You have seen a cannon that is able to pivot and attack creatures on the ship itself. You see there is a hallway leading down and several pathways that could be leading to another part of the ship. You see several containers that
Oh, is it my
are-
turn?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. I'm torn between two things. Um, I'm gonna cast Aura of Purity.
All right, sweet.
And then I think that covers everybody. I don't think I have any bonus actions. I don't know how I tell. I really need to put like
Oh, that's excellent.
oh, I can no, that's an action. Yeah, I guess that's it.
From within the depths of the squid creature, you feel something rumbling. You do not know what it is. It is the bug creature's turns. This one will attempt to free itself from the vines. It does not succeed. This one, I mean, the creature that hit it is running away, but now there's a thing in front of it. So, it's going to stay in place. Attack Stella.
Okay.
What is your AC?
19.
Alright. So, first attack comes in, uses one of its arms to attack with its, like, long, pole arm, like, item. It's like a blade on the end of a stick. And it misses its first attack and then strikes you with its second. You take 13 slashing. This one will actually. It will go round and attempt to free its comrade out of the vines. It uses its weapon to slash up the vines here, freeing it. This one will attack the hound. What is the hound's AC?
AC is 14.
So this one comes in, starts slashing, slashes up the hound. It takes 16 slashing.
It's gone.
What?
It's gone. It has 5 hit points, so.
No, it had 5 temporary hit points, and then hit points equal to whatever a direwolf has.
Really?
Yeah, it has the stats of a direwolf. It's not just
Oh.
a
Okay.
glass cannon.
That's what I thought. I mean, okay, so let's
Just-
see here.
16 slashing. That's
So that's
11
10.
total with the 5 temp on. And then 4 piercing, and I want it to make a con saving throw. You have advantage because of that aura.
Ooh.
The direwolf. The hound.
Oh, okay. So it needs to make a con.
Yes.
Against what was the effect?
It got a 19.
It succeeds. It poison
Sweet.
effect.
Okay. That's what I thought I had heard earlier, and then I was second guessing myself after I cast it. And I was like, maybe I was hearing things.
Maybe I'm the crazy one.
All right. Mr. Babblecheek and Mordo will like see Stripes and Tori like stand here and like get kind of weird, like, why are you stepping in my way? They'll move around here and start waving their wand again, trying to do something.
Oh God.
Cast fireball at 9th level.
It's Stella's turn.
Can I see the tower that's shooting lightning?
Yeah, so what is your passive?
12?
Make a perception roll to look around.
But it fired stuff at
I know. Giving you a description.
15.
Okay, so you look around and you see the cannon on this side is what shot you, and you see there's another cannon that looks very similar to it on the other side. This one is the only one that seems active. The other one on the other side is inactive, pointing away from everyone in space. You can make a mechanics check to see if you can figure out how to maybe disable it.
What is my passive perception at 20?
Try that.
I already gave you a description of what you saw.
Oh, okay.
So you look and see, you can see that the cannon is leading down into the base of the ship. There's probably someone down there controlling it. And you've noticed that it has cast, or has projected 2 different kinds of, effects. One was a straight line of lightning. The other one was like a jump lightning, so it would jump to certain things. Your best bet would probably be to jump down and try to fiddle with it on the lower level. Get past these people and try to get rid of the person controlling it. Or maybe get inside to avoid the cannon shooting everything.
What if I just want to shoot it with the arcane cannon?
Yeah, you can do that if you want. You won't have another charge for 5 minutes. You could also just obliterate everyone in your path right now.
We could. We could do it.
We could.
I mean, I was gonna do like fireball, so you know.
Yeah.
Last time she used fireball.
It hasn't failed me yet.
You know, it gets you out of the
Why?
trickiest of predicaments. If I had put it right here,
Does Baba Yaga remember all of her previous lives?
Yes.
So they're like bug-like, right? They're not wearing armor.
They are insectoid. Doesn't look like they were wearing.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Welcome, baby.
Okay. Popcorn.
Hi.
I'll make it different. You can hold it. Where's Daddy? You want it with Daddy? Here, can you
I
hold
guess
it right
I think that all of them, right? With the one of the spheres.
Not sure.
20. 20.
Also
Yeah,
note.
so if I did the
Also note that you are trying to commandeer this ship. So if you destroy it, it's gonna be more difficult to get some. You have to be careful, but not too careful.
Oh wait, I have this. What is this? This hitting all 3 squares would be 15 feet, right? Like if I was to do a square right here.
Are you doing 10 feet or 15?
Well, it's a 15-foot square, but 5, 10, 15, right? From one side of the square to the other side of this square. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If each square is 5 feet.
15 square.
Yeah. Okay. Where'd it go? The bottom. The cube. I'm gonna use a charge of my ring to do the shooting stars. So they all have to make a DC 15 dex save.
Okay. As well as
Or take. Or take. Wow, that's shitty. 9. Do I have the ring charges tracked on here? Oh. I have 5 of 6.
Hound needs to make a dexterity save.
Okie doke.
I think Hound takes 9 fire damage.
Oh. Oh. This is 0. This is -9. Okay.
Alright, Stella, anything else?
Sorry, I'm just looking. It's a reaction. No, I don't think so. Because I can't attack now.
Okay, so since you're all grouped up so nicely, I need everyone to make dexterity saving throws as the cannon shoots up a hail of ice and falls on all of y'all.
What happened to that thing he gave us so that we would have some resistance?
That is for conditions.
Yeah.
And this isn't a spell?
It is a spell.
Oh! Then can I use my reaction to counterspell?
Yes. You'll have to roll. Make a Arcana.
You attempt to interrupt a creature. If the creature casting a spell 3rd level or lower, its spell fails and has no effect. If it's casting a spell at 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spell casting ability. So you want Arcana?
No, just do a straight Charisma.
Okay.
Because of my shield, if it's a spell or a spell effect, I have advantage on the save.
22.
22? Okay. So, your understanding of how, like, certain things are created, you recognize it as a spell. And you're like, screw that! And you cast Counterspell, the cannon begins to fire, but then ceases. And none of you take that effect.
Hurrah!
How close is that cannon?
It's like... It's like 25 feet away from the center.
25 feet away. Oh, what is this?
20 feet away from the edge.
Like over here? Oh, I can't pin. I can't ping. What?
It's like
What the?
over here.
Oh.
This cannon
I
has
can't
not
see
been...
my ping. I can't see my ping because it's black. Okay. I was trying to ping in the darkness. I was like, where is it?
This cannon over here hasn't been rotating. This one over here has been rotating.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought it was just maybe one of them.
There's... Alright, Nana Yaga.
Yes. Yes. Whoop, whoop, whoop. So, meta magic. Can I use meta magic on the spells that I cast with my staff of power? Or is meta magic only for my spells, not cast through my staff of power?
It's for your sorcerer spell.
Okay, not my item spells.
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna
win.
I'm gonna do something. Let's see here. What could I do? What could I do? if a spell is considered a casting time 1 reaction, you're saying that you can cast that reaction during your turn? It doesn't have to be after your turn is passed?
Correct. It can be any time from the start of your turn to the start of your next turn.
Okay. Good to know. I think what I'm going to do is... That's a Warlock spell. Why do I have garbage sorcerer spells?
I don't know. You built this character.
I know. Stupid. I'm gonna. Woo. What could I do? What can I do? That's also shocking
Fireball.
blast? Well, that's what I want to do, but hold on a second, because I want to make sure we're out of range of the fireball. You know what I mean? So I'm looking at, can I make us levitate? Like if I cast levitate as a quick action, as a using my quickened meta spell, so that it turns into a bonus action, and it makes us rise up vertically 20 feet, right? Would that potentially make us out of range for fireball?
Well, you would be able to cast levitate, but you would not be able to cast fireball. You can't cast 2 slotted spells at the same
The
turn.
fireball is with my staff of power. I thought I could cast item spells.
Yes, yeah. But you can shoot it to a range where you don't hit. You just have to keep it 25 feet.
20 feet, I think is what it says.
Well, yeah, it's 20 feet, but your extra 5 feet is the distance out of it. So it would be 20 feet, and then you're 25 feet away.
But what I want to do is, like, cast levitate so that we're, like, out of that explosion range if I were to put it right here. So that I get all of these mothers.
Well, you can put it.
All these bugs.
You can put it here, and get
I want
them
to put
anyway.
it right here. Really? It wouldn't.
Yeah.
Like, because it's in a quarter, I wasn't sure if it would, like, block.
It goes around
guys.
corners.
Does it?
It says in the spell.
Fireball. So there's fireball.
Yeah, it goes around corners.
It goes around corners?
The fire spreads around.
Okay. So then we're out of range. If I can still put it there, and we're out of range, but it hits all of them.
Yes.
Then I'm going to let's see here. I'm gonna give myself some healing if I can. Do a quickened spell of false life so that it's a bonus action. And then magic item cast fireball. Yeah?
Okay.
Okay. Cool. There's false life. I'm using the quickened spell thing, which is 2 sorcery points. Burning through these fast. Which activates my Shadowfell Shard. When you use a meta magic option on a spell while you are holding or wearing the shard, because it's my spell focus, you can momentarily curse one creature targeted by the spell, choose one ability score, and until the end of your next turn, the creature has disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws that use that ability.
But you're not casting a meta magic on the creature. You're using it on false life.
Is it only for...
Because it says
When you use, so there's the
First
Shadowfell
one
shard.
target.
When you use a meta magic option on a spell while you are holding or wearing the shard, you can momentarily curse one creature targeted by the spell. But wouldn't they all be targeted by the spell?
But you're
are
casting it on
targeted
false
by the
life.
spell.
Oh, I see. Damn it. Okay. Right. Well, I'll take my... I wanted to make sure one of them was guaranteed to fail. You
Okay.
know? Okay, well, I gain 1d4 plus 4, which is 4. Sweet. So I got 8 temporary hits, right? What Pulse Life does is temporary. Yeah. I'm gonna make that down.
8 temporary.
Plus 8 temp. 8. And then Fireball. So Fireball, I'm using 5 charges, and let's see here. How do I make sure it's an attack? Because it has to be at a 5th level Fireball. 5th level, submit. They gotta make a dexterity save of 18. And that's the 24 plus 8. Let's see, that was 5 of the points, so this is at 15.
Okay, your hound has to make that as well.
Yeah. Eight. I mean, he's gone no matter what, I think. Yeah.
So that's 32, 34 total damage.
And spell attack bonus. So I believe it's also including that plus 2 for hit.
Yes. So 34.
Yeah, and I guess it'd be like ball of fire right there, I guess, right? The movable fireball?
Yeah. So you point your finger past the bug creature in front of you. Searing light goes and strikes the creature, or behind the furthest creature, and explodes, enveloping your hound, destroying it, and striking each of the creatures in that area.
It ignites flammable objects, too.
Several of the crates on the opening here burst into flames. If I was reacting, or for what we've done before, I would say there was fuel in those canisters, but I want this campaign to continue on, so they're just hauling goods. There's no fuel in them.
That's good.
Do you want to use any of your movement?
No, I mean, yes, but no. Stella can use it.
Okay. I believe this is Stripe's turn.
No, that would be Notori.
Oh, it's Notori? Oh, sorry. Notori!
Oh, I get a turn? Okay, I'm awake. I'm gonna try to heal myself. I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds. Oops. Boy. Mass Cure Wounds. I think I just do I click it? How do I do this? Wave of healing energy, 30 feet. 3d8 to your spellcasting ability modifier. Is that the spellcasting middle? Is that the spell attack bonus?
No, that's your wisdom modifier.
Oh, just my wisdom, which is 5. So, how do I?
So on your main sheet, click Mask Cure Wounds. It will roll for you.
Oh, okay.
It will ask
There.
what level you want to
There it
cast.
is. Yeah, at the level it is, right there. So everybody gets 22. Sweet.
Yeah.
22.
Oh,
I'm the one that
nice.
needed it most. Yeah.
Can I turn the excessive healing into a shield?
Do you have something that can do that?
No.
Okay.
I'm just asking.
And I don't have any bonus actions or anything I can do.
I believe Mask Cure Wounds
Okay.
is a bonus action. Oh,
What?
sorry, no, never mind,
Let me
never mind.
see.
I'm thinking of something else.
Oh, because I was looking through all of my things to see if I had a single spell that was a bonus action, and I didn't.
Sorry.
That's why when I put them in my spell book, I put a B in front of their name.
So you know which one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to do, but I didn't have anything to do that with. So.
Mass healing word is a bonus action.
Oh, I see. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay, so that's all I want to do. I'm stuck to Stripe, so I'll be wherever he is.
Well, you can move yourself if you want. You've got 20 feet.
I kind of like where we are, so I'm good.
Okay.
I like being far away from everybody.
Puddle.
Huddle.
That's me.
It's me.
I'm gonna start with. I'm gonna cast Frostbite on the center bug right in front of the Yaga Amalgam.
This one's looking pretty bad off. It's been the target of many, many attacks.
Okay. I'm gonna activate my starry form, the bonus action. I'm gonna flow with the constellation of the archer. And I'm gonna make an attack with my luminous arrows against the same one.
Okay.
Also, I didn't expand the description, but if he gets another turn, that's a disadvantage if he got hit.
Alright, 29 hits.
Okay. So this like tongue thing is a ledge, right? So like I'd have to jump down off of it to that lower platform.
Yes. There is like 20 where you're standing.
Okay.
Nope. Sorry.
Otto, you want to move all the way back to the end then?
It's up to you. Wherever we want to go, I'm not gonna. Well, I mean, just as long as everyone stays within 30 feet of my spell.
Alright,
Or-
I'm gonna move us just because, in case we can game the AoEs a little better. And that'll be my turn.
Alright, Stripes.
Now it's okay. So I will. Why am I not? Oh, because I wasn't grabbing the right token. Okay, I will move up here and attack the guy right in front of me.
Okay.
Let's hope I can get one of these to be a crit.
The one in front of Nanastella.
The one in front of myself.
Okay, I understand. The one in front of
what?
Nanastella is looking really bad.
Did he fail his save
You know.
against the fireball?
You don't know.
Well, so my hound did give him disadvantage.
Did he?
Yeah. The hound
Oh, God.
appears in an occupied space. Additionally, when the hound is within 5 feet of the target has disadvantage on saving throws against any spell you cast.
I
Hound
know
was
that.
here and... Oh, sorry. I thought...
It still.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just letting you know you don't have to do it. The one right in front of Nanastella is very badly hurt. But a 21 does hit, regardless of the...
Well, oh, it's way down there. Okay. All right. Well, I mean, I'm sure the one in front of me has been hurt, and
Very badly burned!
so I'm still same target.
The one right in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay, 20 hits.
And I reckon same target.
Okay. So you're slashing this one up as well? Anything
Pretty
else?
good. Hey. For a total of 33 on the 3 hits.
Yeah. Anything else? Bonus action?
I don't have anything for a bonus action.
Okay. Otto.
Oh boy. First off, point of order. I have 120 feet of dark vision, and I can also see into the ethereal plane at 120 feet. Do I see anything in either of those? Because right now my vision is like, my vision only goes to like here.
So the ship is well illuminated. You don't need dark vision to see there. But how's that? Is that better?
That is, yes.
And the ethereal plane, I mean, you see pretty much nothing. I
Okay.
don't know if you have to do an action or anything, but the
No,
ethereal
it just
plane,
is.
there's no creatures in this spot. There's no ship. It's just all y'all just hanging out. Astral.
Okay. So we're chilling all the way at the back of this tongue ledge, whatever this is.
Yes.
Okay. And are the turrets, are they manned, or
That place.
are they
You
bugged?
do not see. You do
Okay.
not see any creatures that.
It just is shooting. Okay.
This one is active. This one is not.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna use my action to cast Emboldening Bond. There's that. I can choose 5 people within 30 feet of me. So I will choose I guess myself. Does that include me?
It can.
This can, yeah. So I'll choose all 5 of us, including the bird, the homunculus. If that can count as a thing.
So each head would count as one creature.
Oh.
So there's 6 heads plus Mordo and.
I see. Okay. So then, in that case, I will exclude myself and cast it on Otto, and then the other 2 pairs.
Okay.
These 2. These 5.
Yes.
So, if you guys read the description,
Reading it.
as long as you're within 10 feet of someone else who's also been bonded, you get to add a D4 in your turn to pretty much anything you choose.
Attack, ability check, or save.
Yeah. I don't know if that attack roll only means physical attack or if it also means spell attack.
Any attack.
Just yeah.
Okay.
It's the
Like both.
no more than once per turn.
Right.
Yes.
That's what so every turn you have it,
Yep. Every turn
but
for the
only
next.
once on that turn. But
Yes. Every turn for the next 10 minutes.
okay. That's great.
And your reaction would be an extension of your turn. So if you can't use it on like a saving throw react or like you can't use it on a saving throw if you've taken your turn and used the D4. Also, there's this part as well.
Okay. So you can sacrifice yourself by teleporting next to a creature that's about to die. As a reaction.
Yeah. Yes, and take that damage instead.
Can
I'm
I
not
do that
sure.
with that if it targets Noriaga and I choose to do that? Can I just do it while teleporting to the same place?
Yeah, you would take the damage
Yeah.
instead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And that's my turn.
So next up, you hear and feel that rumble. The giant squid seems to rock back and forth as a large black metal thing turns this corner and steps forward.
Oh boy.
When it gets to this point, it will lift up off the ground as if hovering and stare down all 4 of you mutated creatures. And that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
Spooky.
No, how will I remember what I planned to do on my turn?
Write it down.
Take notes.
I did write it down, but I wrote it on my whiteboard. And I need it for work.
All right.
They'll take a picture of it.
Remember, you got Emboldening Bond. You got your protective advantage on certain saving throws. Spell Ward is no longer active because she has Fireball. I think that's
Yes.
all.
Okay. For abominations.